Everything is started, I believe. Good evening, Exiles. Welcome to another stream here on Talkative. Try. Yes, the title is correct. Path of Exile went boom, and people are freaking out. I think just a little unjustifiably. We're going to talk about that here today, and we are going to kill the Arbiter of Ash. I have him prepped and ready to go to kill on stream, and then after that, we have a podcast with the hardcore solo self-found streamer MajorAimless. I hope you are all doing well. God bless you all. It was a slow day at work, and yes, I am late because my daughter, it took a while to get her to sleep, and we made a deal. He's in there listening to a story, hugging a bear, and hopefully he stays in bed. Yeah, so let's talk about the Path of Exile go boom first thing, guys. If you are unaware, the entire PoE2 community has kind of erupted into a firestorm the past few days because there was an exploit found involving the temple at Ziri's temple that allowed people to generate temples incredibly quickly, and people found the right way to align your temple, or some right ways to outline your temple. And some streamers like Fubgun popularized this, showcased the exploit, the bug abuse, the clever use of game mechanics, whatever you want to call it. I personally kind of see it. I think I'd call it an exploit, but I don't think it's going to be banned. It's an early access game. Grinding Gear Games patched it already, but some people did abuse it. People were able to generate upwards of 800 divine orbs in, I'm going to say, a play session. I think they played for like 20 hours straight or something. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, ban them. Oh, they're very pissed that this is obviously affecting the economy, and it is. But I have a little bit of a different opinion, personally. And I know this is probably going to make a lot of people mad, but I've always kind of had this opinion about participating in the trade economy or just participating in games in general, wherein people will make it their job to optimize the fun out of the game. Don't participate in the FOMO. Comparison is the thief of joy. Theodore Roosevelt, guys. Stop comparing yourselves to others. If you play for an hour a day, an hour a week, 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, it does not matter. You are never going to be able to pump in the energy, the effort, create as powerful of characters as people who will sit down and will play for 20 hours straight doing the most profitable, smartest, abusiest strategy. You should not compare yourselves to these guys. You should find a way. If your measure of fun in a game is participating in the div per hour game, and you cannot have fun unless you are competing in the market, and I really don't think, especially during early access, when these abuse cases are going to be prevalent, and in a game wherein I don't think Grinding Gear Games has necessarily punished players for cases like this. Yes, they fixed the exploit, but I don't think they banned the players for something that it wasn't like a bug. Like, that's just how the game works, but it obviously was not intended to work that way, so they changed it, right? You're not going to be able to compete with those guys. It's just not going to happen. I had no desire to participate. And guess what, guys? I have had the most fun I've ever had in Path of Exile 2 in this league. And I know some people, maybe you haven't seen my recent streams, maybe you haven't listened to the podcast, maybe you just saw that video that's not like 70,000 views where I'm like, I am so frustrated, I'm just going to take a break. I took like a 9-day break, and I have had such a blast ever since just playing the game. Maybe it's also because I dissociated and I'm saying, all right, I can't juggle 2 jobs at once. I'm just, purely doing streaming and playing the game as a hobby again. And of course I'm gonna, I would love to do it full-time one day, but you know what? I can't grind myself to the bone anymore. Maybe all that happened kind of at once, but I've been having a blast. It was 2 nights. Yeah. Last night, my friends and I, we had a 3.5 hour yap session playing. I played pretty late. I stayed up until 11 something. I haven't done that in a long time. It was an absolute blast, guys. So I've just been vibing. I've been loving Path of Exile 2. The Druid is the most fun I've ever had playing the game. I have cleared all the pinnacles except the Arbiter of Ash. I've cleared like tier 2 or tier 3 King of the Mist. I've done all that stuff. Like I'm pretty far in the game, and I only have 27 hours played, I think. I went pretty hard. I went pretty hard playing, and I've been having a great time. Oh my goodness, somebody subbed. Somebody subbed. I don't see the sub. Thank you for the sub. Oh, Chuckles Doctor, thanks for the sub. Okay, how is this different from banning, playing, re-rolling rituals indefinitely? Those people got banned. Nubular, by the way, everybody in the live chat, hello, hello. And if you're watching on YouTube, as always, like the video, leave a comment. It helps a lot with the algorithm and just helps keep my channel alive while I haven't put out like a commentary piece for a little bit, which I will be doing tomorrow. It's different because this is just something that's always existed in PoE, whether it's PoE 1 or PoE 2, resetting the zone. Just the way it worked with the league mechanic, I kind of think it's an exploit, but I don't think GGG classifies it as an exploit, and a lot of other creators and players also don't see it as an exploit. The infinite money glitch with Ritual was very easy. You sit there, you press spam, you get until you get the currency you want. That was an obvious exploit. This, you're going to Holten, you're spamming Holten, you're playing the game, even though it's the worst way to play the game. You're going to Holten, you're interacting with the mechanic, you're getting tiles, you're building your temple, you're resetting it. It's obviously, and I'm just gonna say, it's degenerate gameplay. Nobody denies this, but I don't think it's as obvious an abuse case as the Ritual thing, Nubular. Hey, Omega Cybers, what's going on? And like I said, you know, I felt no desire to interact with it. And I know the argument is, okay, well, I'm mad because it's destroying the economy. Okay, well, the economy will react. And this is the dumbest thing to say because people I know a lot of people play games to escape from the plight of like the real world economy, and now there's like this crazy economic implosion happening here. There are different ways that you'll be able to interact with it, and they're like, for example, like, oh, you get a divine drop, which I've been getting pretty lucky with my divine drops. Okay, well now it's 500x. You get infinite slams. You'll be able to trade for all those items that people listed for pretty low at the beginning of the league and all that stuff. Like, you just have to change how you interact with the markets. But are you going to be able to get a temporalis? Probably not. Probably not, unless you're participating in this crazy stuff. So, but that's like a chase at him anyway. Anyway, I listened to a Mathel video about it this morning. Totally agreed with Mathel. He basically said the same thing. Like, you can't compete with people who are playing sweaty. So, okay, what's going on, guys? What's going on? That was my little rant about Path of Exile going boom. I think it's kind of blown up out of proportion. While it does suck, I don't think it's ruined the league or anything. I really don't. But that's just my opinion as a non... I never participated in any div per hour farming strat. I never participated in the rat race. And I would encourage more people to kind of just try to dissociate from that and find something else that is going to make the game fun for you. So, anyway, not an exploit. Yep, yeah. It's adjusting the economy. There you go. That's the way. Hey, Omega Cybers, thanks for the 20 months, bro. Wow. Bingo got patched. It's an exploit. It's nonsense to even understand otherwise. That's not. Well, I think it's an exploit. I just don't think. Do people get banned for exploits? I would think people get banned for exploits. I don't think GGG considered it like an exploit unless like they've changed, because I think you get banned for exploiting. I don't know. It's all very like whatever. Lots of like Fub, I think some other streamers like use it, like King Kongor use it. A lot of people used it. I think it sucks. Wow, 1 year. Wow, 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 wow. Blackjack Hakase, thank you. It's GGG's fault for not teaching people to craft well. Once you learn to craft, everything becomes so much cheaper. Yes, I have made some kick butt items, guys. Let's log on. We're gonna do Arbiter of Ash live here. I have done all the Citadels. Okay, so I didn't save those for stream. I did save Arbiter for stream, though. So we're going to see if we can actually down Arbiter on my self-made shaman bear thingy thing. They need to stop drip feeding content. You think GGG's drip feeding content? I don't think so. How's it an exploit? I mean, they removed it from the game. It was exploiting an unintended interaction, I presume. People are able to build fully leveled up temples going into a low level zone in minutes. And if their temple goes boom, they just go back to that zone and they build it. That is obviously not intended. It's all like, what is your definition of an exploit? How firm is it? Is this subjective, objective, but no idea what happened. People say game go boom. I say game no go boom. Game's still good. Me having so much fun in game, which is funny because I crashed out on game like 16 days ago. And now I'm loving it. All right, let's go into game. All right, here it is, you guys. If you think that taking advantage of something clearly unintended is not an exploit, you're in denial. Oh! Saying it like Jazzrus was right about everything. I did not look at Jazzrus's video about this. That is my most... Okay, that's my breakdown of it. I know. Okay, I know I have the crocodile skin, guys. But I really like this skin better. Okay, so we're doing Arbiter tonight. Let me show you my... Look at this gear. The crafting, guys. The crafting, and by crafting, I mean I got really lucky. And I crafted this. I didn't even use any abyssal mods. I bought this. I bought this today for 7 divine orbs because I got 4 omens of light to drop. By the way, there appears to be a wives' tale going on with the omen of light, and I tried it, and I got 4 omens of light on one abyss in the same map. Apparently, the tentacle guys that spawn the cloud, if you drag them out of the cloud, the omen of the Lightless Liege will turn into an omen of light, which sold for like 3 divine orbs when I got it last night. So I tried it. I kited them out of the cloud, and then I killed them. Omen of light, omen of light, omen of light, omen of light. 4 omens of light. Pretty crazy. Is that BS or what? Like, is this like crazy confirmation bias? No, it's not. No, it's not an exploit because, okay, you see, guys, omen of light, out of the mist, out of the darkness, the omen because omen of light. What if this is like intended by GGG? Like you pull it out of the cloud, the omen turns into omen of light. It gives players who are running away, like I was with my bear at one point, out of melee, to drag them out of the cloud, gives them a chance to get a more valuable omen. It's pretty crazy. Hey, Frosty, what's going on, bro? Hope everyone's doing well. Anyway, I am just, it is so weird, guys, because I thought I was legit done with this season as I kind of said in my video, and then I just took like cold turkey break, you guys. Cold turkey break. Look, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look, Path of Exile 2 situation is just disappointing. I re-listened to this and I was so mad. I think a lot of my stuff still goes, but I was obviously just really frustrated and mad and sick and tired, and I was not lucky, and I was being stubborn. And then I just gave in, and now I've been having a freaking blast. Yeah, I don't know, like freaking, not this. Look, by the way, I said, Jonathan, I'm not getting any citadels, and Jonathan said, hold up, dude, I gotcha. Citadel cluster. I have 4 citadel clusters all next to each other, one after the other. What the actual heck? Last league, I saw 1 citadel cluster the entire league, and now I'm not even that far. I'm not even. Look it. I was showing my friend last night. He was like, "So how far do you have to go?" Not far. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is spawn. Literally. That far. Not like 3 screens. 3 screens. What is going on? They were like, man, Try's mad at the game. We gotta give him something. We gotta give him a little something. And they did. So absolutely crazy. Okay, other gear. Yes. I crafted these boots. Thick boots. Just with some omens, some abyss omens and bones. Same with these, abyss omens and bones. Then I got some, oh yeah, this. This I crafted as well, this helmet. Look at that. 25% of armor also applies to chaos damage. I used a Kurgle omen, I believe, like a black-blooded, did an omen of echoes and stuff. I was crafting. My worst piece of armor, what I do to my nose? Oh, my daughter. You guys saw it. You guys saw my nose? My daughter scratched it, I think. I think my daughter scratched it. There's like a, you guys see like the thing right there? Yeah, I think she scratched it. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. And then I bought these 2 rings. I did not craft these rings. I bought both these rings. Very nice rings. My armor is the worst part of my entire character. And I got this belt. I found this belt. I think that's everything. Okay. I know. It's good to see me back on the horse. And I also optimized my passive tree. I completely unspec'd out of war cries. And I decided to go into more armor because I was feeling a little squishy. And now my tree's feeling pretty good too. I still have not done my 4th ascension. I was going to do that on stream tonight if I had time. But we have the MajorAimless pod in 7 minutes. So we are going to do Arbiter. I'm gonna show my skill. Arbiter of Ash, guys, on a self-made build. It's not Uber Arbiter, but it is Arbiter. We got to unlock the ability to get rare tablets, which, by the way, rare tablets are sick. Or sorry, tablets are sick. I love tablets.
Gates sealed tight. I'll need something to.
All right. I'll need something to open it. We're turning the sound up, guys. Sound up, music up. Here we go. Had a great time listening to your podcast with your dad and brother. Turns out your brother and I are doing the same build. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, is my brother on? I believe they are all on. All my friends are on. There's my brother, some of my friends, my brother-in-law. All right. It's time. It's time, you guys. On the Druid. Arbiter of Ash. Let's do it. Oh, and by the way, I'm pretty sure if I kill Arbiter here, which I will win the competition. Slash played 1 day, 9 hours, 18 minutes, 49 seconds. Slash deaths 107 times. Even though that adds about 26 hours onto my time, I'm still gonna beat my dad and my brother. They've played that much more than me. Let's do it. What's up, buddy?
You are too late. To an end I the fourth nicked already burns for your.
There we go. Easy. Actually doing mechanics, by the way. Actually doing mechanics is pretty sick, guys.
Submit, Plagueborn. No mana.
I need to get a heavy stun on him. I just need one heavy stun. And I think he's dead. There we go. There we go.
Consequential.
we go. Easy. Oh, sick. All right, let me clear the chat really quick so we can show my father. Where's chat? All right, there we go. It was ethical as well. Slash played. 1 day, 9 hours, 21 minutes, 20 seconds, slash deaths, 107 deaths. There we go, guys. I think I just beat all my friends and my fam in the race to Arbiter after a 9-day straight break. I'm a little bit of a degenerate myself, I suppose. Just a little bit. Sick. Oh, the Nazgul. Hopefully we get Nazgul in 0.5. Man, I don't know, man. It's gotta be wild to like... My emotions don't swing around that much. I know people might think this is hilarious, but my emotions don't swing around that much. It's crazy to go from like such a low of thinking like I'm gonna crash out and not make any videos or no more interviews, no more streams, not play the game at all, and I'm gonna quit it and I'm gonna play all these other games. I'm just gonna take a huge break, and then go to like freaking being, I don't know, like freaking loving the game. It's so weird.
I understand.
So weird. All right. There we go. Ethical Arbiter kill. Oh. Okay. We're gonna essence it up. Yeah, we're gonna essence it. Yep. All right. Can you see my skill gems? Sure. Let me hide chat in this for a moment. These are my skill gems. So I've got Maul. I got, this is a drop, Beitar's Vengeance. And I noticed on PoE Ninja that people were doing ice. And then I got this as a drop, and I was talking with my friends, and I was like, oh, that's why people are like converting Maul to ice, because you can get extra cold damage based on your rage. Literally, if I have like 67% rage, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy damage. So I have this on my auto attack, which I'll get 6 link in a second. Furious Slam, Fist of War, Heft, Magnified Area, Aftershock 2, Close Combat 2. I've seen a lot of variety in what people do with Furious Slam. No, I'm level 89. Walking Calamity, Prolonged Duration, Fire Pen 2, Hourglass, Elemental Armament, Conk Area. I've also seen variety with this. Ferocious Roar, Tireless, Ancestral Cry. I just swapped into Ancestral Cry. Efficiency 2, Prolonged Duration 2. Shockwave Totem. I use Shockwave Totem to shock. Haha, I just realized that's kind of funny. I use it to get a shock off because I don't really have lightning damage anywhere else, so I use Shockwave Totem to get it just a shock off. So it's like purely focused on shocking and hitting. Fury of the Mountain, I don't use that much, honestly, you guys. I only use it to deal damage with Shockwave Totem and Rampage. Then I'm using Herald of Ash. Then Rampage. I've seen a lot of variety on Rampage. We've got Heft, Heavy Swing, Brutality 3, Magnified Area 2, Stomping Ground. And then I'm using Savage Fury, but I'm not using it to the best of its ability, I don't think. I've got Vitality 1 and Prolonged Duration 2. So, Ziz said Hourglass doesn't increase damage on Calamity? No way, dude. You're kidding. I've been wasting a slot. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, crap. I've not started Baldur's Gate 3. No, I can't. I didn't play any video games for a really long time, and then I just for a week or so. Grand, what the heck is this? Grand Manchetes? Manchetes PoE 2. What is this? PoE Scout. What's Sino? What? What? Oh, what are these guys? Whoa, hey now. Do not identify. I don't want to identify. What? Sino. What the? Sine Akeo. Let's do unidentified. 5 div. It's the gloves everyone's using with wolf. Oh. Well, if I want to do a wolf build, should I just keep them? I mauled and slammed Arbiter. That's pretty much all I did. And then I used Walking Calamity. Yeah. But everything together is what makes it big. So I had this to break his armor. I had the totem to do damage here and to shock. Then I also used Savage Fury for that end there. And then, yeah, I was just mauling into slam. Maul into slam. Yep. Sell for profit. But if there's massive inflation, shouldn't I just, like, hold out for a moment? Maybe? What if they're like 10 div tomorrow? They're like 10 div tomorrow. I don't want to do anything. They're good with bear too. Gazzy just made a video about how he's wrong with Wolf's minions, right? Recommend using Savage Fury on weapon set 2 only, freeing up 30 spirit for charge regulation. Oh, shoot. It generates on weapon set 2? No way, dude. That's got to be a bug. What if they're 1 div tomorrow? Also true. They're 5 div today. What? A bird in the pocket is better than 2 in the bush? Or whatever that saying is? Alright. Yo, yo, yo. You ready? I can knock on Twitch. I think Major is streaming. Let's see if MajorAimless is streaming, guys. MajorAimless. He is not streaming. Oh, he's not streaming. Okay. Alright, I was going to knock on his door. Berserk is the best spare spirit champ. Okay. But with Berserk, don't I need to solve my life regen issue? Because I did try Berserk for a little bit, but I felt like I was dying too fast. Oh, we've got some try-shush going on. Oh. Oh, lit. Okay. All right, good to know. All right, dudes, there we go. Arbiter down. Now I can make rare tablets. Is that true, guys? We're gonna get MajorAimless in here. What? I can go like this. I can pop. And then I can pop. Oh! Oh, that feels good. Oh, baby. Let's go. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Look at that. I know. I know.
Yes.
All right, sick, guys. Sick. All right, we're gonna get MajorAimless in here now. We might do my 4th ascension after. But anything else I needed to show off? Anything else? I don't think anything else. I found a bug for GGG. I reported it. I don't know if any devs are watching right now, but if you go to your Atlas tree on your Atlas, and then you click, it takes you to the campaign map if you click back on your Atlas. I don't know if that's popularized. I bet very few people run into that, but I ran into it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, built not bought. I think it's I bet it's great. I actually think that the end game's pretty dang fun. After I got a little bit into it and got over my hump, I think the end game is freaking great. And it's going to be even better when it has more content in it. Yeah. It's going to be even better. Yep. 100%. Very hyped for it. By the way, look at my new screensaver. Such an awesome. I can't kill. I just killed Arbiter Vagabonder. What? I just did it on stream. What do you mean I can't kill Arbiter? Let's get Major in here. I just did it. I have video footage live of me booming him. Ah, look at that light. All right. Camera adjust. All right, we'll get Major now. Camera, odd. Okay. Video was AI. Yes, that was an AI video. All right, I think we're good to go. Pop that out. Get that down. We gooch. Very good. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
What's happening, man? Oh, it's going well. Freaking Arbiter down, dude. Let's go.
I saw. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have you taken them out yet?
Not this league. No, it's been a rough league for me.
I was watching a little bit today, and I saw you in Trial of Sekima encountering a bug. You were like teleporting back to like you were in a trap. I don't know. I hope you didn't die.
No, I was luckily we were able to ascend and get the rat dodge roll prior to that, so I was able to use the rat dodge roll to like break out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of like basically I paid GGG to test for bugs.
Yeah,
kind of my stick,
dude. You
love it.
You've died. Well, we can talk about it in the pod, but you like died to bugs too, right? This league, yeah. Rip 1,
Yeah,
rip
I've died
2.
twice to bugs this week. Yeah, twice.
Oh, absolutely glorious. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you hopping on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were streaming. I was like, oh, we're gonna collab on the Twitch chat. You must have ended a little bit earlier. So.
Yeah, I had to get my pump in, before the
hell yeah,
pod and everything. So,
hell yeah, dude. Yeah. That's what I did today. We signed up we went to a gym and we like signed up for the next year. So I'm excited. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I just got to go.
Yeah.
Just got to make it.
That's the thing, because we need grandmas to help us out with the kids. That's the big one. So we need someone to come watch them so we can both go, or we're going to have to like tag team it, so it'd be fun. All right, chat. He's a bit low compared to me. Well, I am a loud boy, and Major was only at 100% volume, so I will up you. All right, give me a test 1, 2, 3 again.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Little lower, or I did a little higher. All right, hey Blaze, what's going on, man?
Oh, okay. This guy.
Yeah, that guy. This guy. He's just coming in. He wants to be like, yeah, try. So you just killed Arbiter on what was it? Softcore trade? Well, I killed Arbiter on hardcore solo self-found a few days ago. So, no way.
What a Chad, honestly.
All right.
What a Chad.
I know. It's insane. I can't even fathom it, man. All right. Up to you. I've got our topic list right here. Go for about an hour, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Should be fun. Okay. Here we go. I'll do a little silly intro. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Exiles. Welcome to yet another episode of the Still Sane podcast. I am your host, Talkative Try, and I am joined tonight with hardcore solo self-found gamer, MajorAimless. My man, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here. Loving the league.
Sick. Well, excellent segue into the first little bit. Loving the league. Give everybody a little bit of an intro on, who you are, what you particularly play in Path of Exile 2, and your initial progress on 0.4 before we dive into our opinions on all the additions and changes and juicy Holten drama.
Yeah. So I play hardcore solo self-found. It's kind of my stick. I like making builds. I like making my own builds and just kind of doing my thing. I've been having a lot of fun with the league, other than it feels like possibly one of the buggiest leagues that we've gotten so far. That's a big downside. Like I said earlier, I've died twice to bugs, so that's been a little bit painful. But overall, I've been enjoying the league a lot. Disappointed we didn't get in-game stuff, but
yeah, 100%.
It's understandable, I guess, too. With Druid and everything, and how difficult it seems like it was for them to finally get Druid into the game.
Yeah, it definitely was hard on their end, and we're seeing just how hard it was with the number of bugs, like you said, that we're saying with the actual class. Like that, by far, buggiest experience I've had with PoE2 so far. I've been saying it.
A lot of invisible stuff.
Invisible stuff. The camera getting like disconnected from your character, getting caught in terrain, and monsters still being able to attack you. So invisible stuff. I reckon that you may have encountered some invisible stuff on Rip 1 and Rip 2 in hardcore. Do you want to detail Rip 1 and Rip 2 for us with those characters?
Well, so Rip 1, well, technically my Rip 1 was actually to a Val monkey slam. I got a little overconfident. I was playing Bear as well. I did a Bear Druid build that I really enjoyed. And I was slamming them. And we literally slammed each other at the exact same time and traded. We deleted each other. 8 hours later, they nerfed Monkey.
Oh my god!
So, yeah, that was rough. I died like within an hour of Ben's death, actually, to Monkey that night. And then, yeah. So I ran it back on a gen, and I ended up getting. We were in T15s, and I was doing the Executioner, which I don't even remember what map that is. Penitentiary, maybe? I don't remember. But I was doing the Executioner, and he did the guillotine. He did the voice line for the guillotine, but he never put anything down on the ground. And then my character just died. So that was pretty cool.
In T15 maps?
Yeah. I think it was level 90 on that character.
Wow.
So that was rough. I was a little rough.
Yeah. How do you persist? How do you persist through something like that, though? I'm so curious. Like like we see a lot of people right now. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Getting really upset about the Holten abuse, clever use of game mechanic. I can only fathom how upset you're in that moment. You're like,
I crashed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I crashed out a little bit. I crashed out a little bit. Yeah, for sure. I sat there for like. Probably, I crashed out, walked around, came back, sat down for like 20 minutes probably. Mental reset. Before I was like, okay, let's just go. Go
again.
One of the things I try to do is like, because I like to make my own builds, so I like to find something I'm like excited about for my next build. So when I die, hopefully I have something like waiting in the wings, so to speak, so I can just log into that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But that was a rough one. That was, I think, honestly, that was probably the roughest hardcore death I've had in PoE2 in general. Just
level 90 T15s die to a bug. A clear, like, you would never die to the guillotine. It's not like the monkey slam.
No, it's
you would
pretty
dodge
clearly
that.
marked. It's pretty clearly marked, so that was rough. Okay. And then the second one
what was the next build?
So there's I was doing tornadoes. I wanted to do a tornado invoker, and then I was using plants to kind of supplement with tornado for clear and stuff. And I don't remember what map they're on again, but I was doing I got to the boss that's the Mastodon and the wizard guy, right? Like Act 2, super easy, no problem here.
Yeah.
So I run in and they're doing the little chant, and I put all my stuff down, my sigil and stuff, and I put a bunch of entangles down. And the mammoth like starts walking to me, and then I die. Just instantly. 7,000 HP in less than a second. Basically there's like this weird bug. So the Mastodon does like a stomp, right? Where he goes across the screen and he stomps like boom, 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 like maybe 4 times. I don't know what it is. But there's some kind of bug right now where if he's entangled, he will just slowly walk across the screen and just stutter step the stomp, and it like I said, 7,000. That was my gen build, or not my gen build. I'm sorry, that was tornado build. That was invoker. So I had like, a pretty good defense. Definitely not something you would expect to get insted by.
Oh,
but yeah, it was under a second. It was like 3 hits, just boom, boom, boom.
That is insane. I wonder if the other bug too had something to do with the Jin. I wonder if the Jin was like bugging out the Executioner's visuals or something too. It's like all new stuff added to the that game. One.
Yeah, well, and there's been a lot of invisible. So before my bear died to the trade with Monkey, I almost died to invisible volatile plants. So that was like, so I've seen them. Yeah, completely invisible. I've seen them where so it looks like they're made up of like 2 different things. It's like a glowing part of the volatile and then like a less glowy outer orb. And I've seen it to where like that outer orb spawns and the glowy part doesn't, but this was completely invisible. Like I lost all my ES, and then all of a sudden realized that the guy I was fighting was a plant mob, and then saw the next one spawn, kind of thing. So,
Dude, GGG needs to
yeah,
get you in
this-
QA right now. Come on, the next
I
Mark
think I already
Roberts.
am.
Come on.
I think I already am.
On payroll. On payroll. We're not on payroll. The streamers are not in GGG's payroll. Yeah, right.
No,
You'll pay them.
I pay them for the privilege.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, all right. So you're 3 builds into the league, 3 rips. What's build number 4? Have you returned to shapeshifting in any way, shape, or form?
I did. I went back to bear. I was second death was on Christmas Day, or third death. I mean Christmas Day. That's when the Mastodon took out the NATO build. So I was a little frustrated again, and I didn't want to go through making another build. So I had a lot of fun on bear. So I just circled back to the bear. And we just got back to T15s on the bear today, so it's going good. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay. And are you like Shaman Oracle, or did you swap to a different class for a different spice
Shaman.
of bear? Shaman. Okay.
I never got my 4th ascendancy on the first bear, so I went Shaman because I ended up going for the physical damage conversion, right?
Okay.
And then I went for the AoE exposure, and then with the 4th ascendancy that we got today, I did the spirit for your charm slots, so I could run. I have like 180 spirit right now without any spirit on my gear, so that's been pretty helpful.
I am confuddled now. Wait, so you're not taking the adaptations in hardcore?
No, I have the adaptations are built into the physical conversion, so it's like you go through the adaptation tree, and then the second part converts 15% of your fizz to different elements.
I thought you meant the offensive physical conversion that leads to apocalypse, and I was here thinking,
no.
I cannot believe this madman. This is crazy.
No. I have the node before apocalypse, so that gives the exposure and then a little bit of damage as an extra element.
Yep.
And then I just grabbed the charm one, so I could run some extra spirit on the build.
Very, very.
It's kind of similar to what you have. I was watching your build before we did the pod here. It's kind of similar. I'm just like what I'm doing on mine is I'm using fissures with 2 totems to generate like infinite rage, basically, and then pumping a lot of fire damage for the calamity, and then my slams have like a lot of additive fire damage on it, and I'm using infernal shout.
Oh, nice. Are you getting like massive ignites too when you're doing that with the big chunky
pretty
hits?
large ignites, and then we're using like I have I think it's called like Immolate on my slam right now, so it's like another 30% as fire when they're ignited, stuff like that. So my slam has like 120% extra as fire, and now I'm just trying to pump up the fizz. I have an absolute horrible weapon though, so I haven't had very good luck there.
See, I lucked out +5 skill or melee skills on my talisman, big fizz, big increased ally with attack. Like, so I have a juiced weapon. So, but you're in solo self-found, so you just gotta.
It's a little hard.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, I've been trying to get the perfect battle essence, so I get it to +5 because the all melee doesn't give anything to calamity, but the attack skills does because it has that attack tag on it.
Exactly. And are you using your slams, calamity, the fissures? Are you expecting to rampage at all? I love to hear opinions that no rampage. Okay, so
no rampage.
That's like such a hit or miss for me. Sometimes it feels incredible as I'm zooming through like a breach or something, or I'm in a ritual and I'm going in the circle, or I'm just gonna name off league mechanics now, or like an expedition because I use the one big boom. So as it booms, I'm like slamming down and I just run through. It feels so good. But then other times, man, rampage just feels like, oh, this is the worst skill of all time.
I tried it briefly, and then I don't know. I was already in the vein with the fissures and the totems, and I scaled a lot of duration on my build, so my calamity is like just shy of 30 seconds now. Whoa. So I mean, I can just throw calamity up and just kind of walk around the map. And then anytime that I have like rares, I throw down fissures, pop a couple totems, and then slam.
30-second calamity. See, I'm just missing.
I think it's like 27. 28.
I don't look much up, and I make my own builds, but my builds are like worse than your builds. You're like making your own build. You got an almost 30-second walking
calamity
every
day, bro.
That is sick, man. No, that's great. That's like Righteous Fire on steroids. Duration. That's Righteous Fire on steroids.
It feels pretty fun.
Yeah,
it feels pretty fun. I'm running Herald of Ash with it for the extra explode, so the clear feels great.
Oh yeah, 100%. And then just your single target's probably Giga with the ignites on the slab. So yeah, sick build. Have you been I saw, I think I followed you on Twitter today, and I saw your tweet was like, Druid good, Val Temple, Druid good. You know, like, is that basically your opinion on 0.4 so far? Like, Druid, it sounds like you've been having a blast with it so far, between the bear, between the plants, liking it.
I think everything they added as far as like skills, the druid's phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
The druid is,
I agree,
probably the coolest class I've ever played in an ARPG. As far I know we say druid, but we really mean talismans and shapeshifting, and it's like,
yeah.
It's so fluid. It looks amazing. It feels amazing. I've only even played. I haven't touched wolf or wyvern yet because I've been so stuck on the bear. Like the bear's just been amazing, right? So I love that. I absolutely love that. Temple. That tweet was before they made it a little better. Okay. Before the patch. So it did get a little better. I don't know. My thing with Tempo is like as an SSF player, I find myself doing more of like I'm running up and I'm beating up the architect and then putting like the target farm uniques. Like if there's a unique I see that's in one of the rooms he offers, I'm like, oh, let's grab this. Or if there's you know, one of the lineage support gems that I don't have a lot of lineage. Unfortunately, I haven't got a lot of luck there, so I've been doing that. So like I guess I use it a little differently than probably a trade player would anyway.
Oh yeah, because what it's broken down to at this point, right? It's the Atziri uniques I think that people see as valuable, and now that people have figured out the optimal layout and the buffs have happened, it's a currency printer, and that's not necessarily as useful like in SSF. Like my friends and I were talking about it the other day, like divine orbs. What are you going to use like 2 to re-roll implicits on something or mods on something? Like, are you really caring about divines? Who cares about this? So I could
it's pretty late game that I care about divines generally, or like if I have a build that's very reliant on a certain unique or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a temple, you're right on with the druid. The druid, such a win, man. It has been the most fun I've had playing a build in PoE 2. And before we talk a little bit more about the temple, just the fluidity of the skills after the bugs have been solved. I think week 1, they were ironing out a few interactions that, you know, that they had massive testers and using a lot of different skills. Like Rampage was, it was scary. But now it's much more fluid. Dude, I like have a button to press all the time, and it like many different buttons, and they all do something cool or fun or powerful. Like I hope they take a pass on older skills, which they were trying to make combo with other skills, and do the druid treatment.
A scary word. Combo is a scary word, right?
Yeah.
I think on druid, the amount of buttons I have actually feels kind of good. Like you said, it doesn't feel overbearing. But then last league, Mark told me that infusions were going to be good, man. And I league started Stormweaver. I went full infusions, and I went far, right? Like we did good and everything, but dude, my fingers were cramped, and I was like all day, you know. Like
I don't like that.
I had like 12 buttons. It was a lot.
It's too much.
It was a lot, you know. And like the amount of investment in remnants, which remnants are just. Man, no one wants to play Pac-Man in PoE 2, bro. I do not want to pick up shit off the ground. No. I don't want to pick it up. Like,
only items, not remnants.
Yes, currency items. What is these little Pac-Man things? And I got to run around and grab them. And like now they've pushing it to a more because they made the the one where you dodge roll and it leaves a version of yourself and then blows up and you get power charges.
Okay.
Yeah. So that used to just give you power charges. Now you have to run back and scoop them up. You got to vacuum cleaner them up. And it's like, why? Is it just a way to like slow me down? Are they just trying to like artificially slow down my gameplay or what?
I think they're trying to make a bunch of really distinct play styles in the game.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, it's so limited. Like, if you want to play Sorceress, if you want to play like the Elemental Caster, you have to interact with those pretty much, right? Unless you have very good gear to get the big damage. You got.
What if you just want to be a fire guy?
Right.
What if you don't want to do triple infusions with 18? But I want to throw some fireballs, right? Like you can't. Like they took and the thing is, I feel like they took the spells that like they took a bunch of spells that no one was really playing anyway. broke them in half, and then gave back the other half with infusions. And it's like, well, how does that make more people play it?
I think they need to make it more worth. It's like the druid combos. I think the druid skills, they mesh together very well, and I feel like the power you get from using them together is worth using them together most of the time. I feel like there needs to be another step up with the infusions. I think you said something really smart there. It's like they broke the spells in half. They shouldn't do that. They should attach them back together and then do another level above with infusions and everything. Yes. I think that's what they got to do.
Yes. It has to be rewarding, because otherwise what's and the amount of investment you need, like, okay, they made it a little better this league, but especially last league, the amount of investment you need to actually like pick up your infusions, get the ones you want and all that. It's like, you know, I had 15 ascendants or 15 passive points in my tree just about remnants.
It's so rough. So. Like, you don't want that feels bad when you're like, oh, what is one of the notes, like you can pick up remnants 15% farther. It's like, man, I don't know. Yeah. That just doesn't feel good to click on your build. Now, my brother, he was talking about there's some ingenious remnant or infusion usage and stuff, how you can like automate the picking up of that sort of stuff. I love that exists in the game. I feel like as the game
I think it should just be automatic though.
You think, like it automatically has a buff on your character?
Everyone should just vacuum them. Yeah. Why? I should, like, everyone should just have or just make them appear. If I do a thing that generates an infusion, why do I even have to go get it? Why do I have to do a tech to vacuum it up? Why do I have to learn a tech to Pac-Man better?
That's the
right. I want to learn a tech to kill more stuff.
The Pac-Man is coming out. I just know.
I want the tech that lets me kill stuff faster and get more loot. All right, not Pac-Man.
Right. Yeah, I did. I also tried a Sork last league, and I was not a fan of the infusion gameplay. Just the whole like backtracking and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see if it continues to see changes or work, because it's the same with maces, right? They seem very intent on having these different. They seem so intent on having these distinct styles of play in the game, but we're still missing, five classes at this. Is it 5 classes? 4 classes? 4?
Yeah, I think it's 5.
5 classes.
Well, I think that's what makes Mace feel bad.
Yeah, the slowness, right?
Because because they want it to be this distinct thing that's super slow, but then we don't have swords, we don't have axes, we don't have that. We don't have anything to go the other direction. So it's like you just get that option, right? Like, I mean, we're a year in and we don't have swords.
It is wild, man. I don't think they're coming.
Sword ad, bro?
I don't even think they're coming in 0.5. I'm like so confident in that, man. I know my dad's the same way. He's like, I want the sword. I need the double-handed
just want a sword. yeah, man. I just want a sword
because they're gonna be quick. They're gonna be really quick.
And like I said, it's just if all you have really is maze. I mean, they added spears, but spears is basically 75% projectile, really, right?
Yeah.
Like, if all you have for like the full melee feel is maces, and they're all extremely slow because they want to be this distinct feel, then I don't know. It doesn't feel great because you don't have any options. It's not like you can go grab a sword or an axe and go be a fast attacking warrior instead of a super slow clunky guy.
And the interesting thing that I've thought about is now we do have more options. We have the bear, the wolf, and the wyvern. They have melee gameplay, and they feel great. They feel so good. So it is. I think it is possible. I really, especially with like the bear. The bear has it's maces in animal form.
Bear feels like what I wanted the warrior to always feel like and never has.
Right.
Quite honestly.
Right. Yep.
Like, and I don't hate the warrior. I think the warrior is probably just like the life issue, I guess. But the bear just feels amazing.
Yeah.
Feels great.
Totally agree. Because I thought I was going to bounce from bear to wolf, but I have stuck to bear this entire time, like level 89, Arbiter down and everything. Just oof.
Well, like just the stuff where they did like the slams, for instance. So like the fact that if you like do your ferocious roar first and your bear stands up and then you do your slam and it's way faster and the animations are way faster and it's like it feels so good. Like we need stuff like that for warrior and for other slams, and it's just like it feels really good on bear. Really,
it's rewarding you for very simple but clever gameplay. Like you just have that trained in your head to if I use this skill first, that's gonna pay off way better on this skill, and I'm going to be able to get into this dicey situation easy. It doesn't matter if I'm surrounded by mobs because I can just slap, bam. It's great. It's good. So Yeah, that I'm really hoping they do a pass like they did in like what was it 0.3, the buff all classes patch. Go back to maces and 0.5. The swords aren't coming. Go back and just try to do what you do with Bear, because Bear is so good, guys. So good.
Yeah, because they're probably not swords are what probably going to come with champion.
Duelist, unless they rename the class. Duelist. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be another class in 0.5. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Duelist is most complicated. I think it's going to be end game 0.5, 0.6. I think that's it.
I'd rather them just do the end game. I mean, hot take. Is it maybe less because we don't have a class, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have because here's the thing about the end game is it was always just additive, right? They worked on the game for how many years, and then the last 3 to 6 months, they were like, oh no, we don't have end game, and then they made an end game and they threw it on, and then that was why we had this this shell shock when you went from campaign to maps, and it was you had the slower combat, and then you hit maps, and you're suddenly getting overwhelmed and stuff, and I think that was a lot of the reason that happened is because I'm glad they did it in game, but yeah, I wish it would have been a little more fleshed out. So I would personally like to see them just the whole patch just be in game, just maximize.
Yeah, I think that's going to be 80% of the focus, and then they're going to do a league because they have to do leagues. So, but I think they're going to build out Breach, Ritual, all those. They're going to pack that in, probably add a new Pinnacle. Honestly, here's a hot take from me. After playing, I think what could happen, reduce the number of nodes on the Atlas map by 70%. But I'm actually the end game loop I have now played for 28 hours this league. Most 16 of that at end game or something. It's after my initial hump. I actually like it. Just using the tablets actually feel very meaningful. I like how they operate. I like traversing through the map. I've had a good number of the cool little end game maps and stuff. I just think there needs to be less nodes on the Atlas because it's an illusion of choice, and it just seems so messy. That's my one thing. They need to pump a bunch of content into it, but I think the basic system actually kind of okay. Change up the progression to Arbiter. Please don't make it RNG based. I have my friends, level 94, no citadels. I just 4 clusters, baby. 4 clusters, I'm level 89. So that's my hot take now after playing the new endgame.
I don't disagree with you necessarily. My thing about the Atlas is I see the fun factor and the infinite portion of it, and exploring and finding a cool. I think if we had more cool, unique maps, maybe. Yeah. Because there's something there that I like, and then there's something there that's missing for me, right? And so what I like is the idea of exploring the infinite Atlas, finding unique maps or cool things, just exploring and finding cool things. I like that. I do like the tablet change with the towers. I think that was a W. Getting the towers out of there, and I'm excited to see what they do with it from there. But yeah, I think the Atlas for me, it's I do kind of like it, and I kind of see the appeal of it, but it needs to be chunkier, and maybe it's just leagues, but yeah, it feels a little maybe removing some of the Atlas points would work, because it does feel a little overwhelming, right? Especially once you've been playing for a little bit, your Atlas just gets massive, it
does.
Massive.
Yeah, it's wild. I'd also be a big fan of adding some sort of terraforming to the Atlas. That's my crazy idea, where you can change environments from one to the other. Or this would also bring in maybe the ability to turn one tile set into a different tile set, which is something a lot of people have been really liking. Although I saw this
a little more player agency,
right?
Yeah.
I saw this funny comment the other day that it's probably exactly what the devs intended with this. People were like, oh, I wish I could run Ravine over and over again. I get so excited when I see it on my map, and I have that massive dopamine rush, and I love seeing it on the edge of my screen, and I path to it, and I'm like, dude, that's probably what GGG's thinking. They're like, we're going to put a few of these favorite maps in there, and people are just enough. Yeah, just enough, So do you have a favorite tile set at endgame?
I mean, who doesn't like Ravine?
Me.
Anything that's a straight line. I mean, I don't mind. Most of the maps don't really bother me.
Okay.
There's a couple that I think I think the map that I dislike well, they fixed raised fields because that was just horrible. That was so bad. So I don't know how not only does it make it in with like all the corn on fire, but then the trees don't disappear when you're behind them. And I don't understand how that passed. But anyway, now that they got that fixed, I think it might be the what's the map where it's like the bridges over the swamp, and it kind of reminds you of
Meyer
a little bit. Meyer, yeah,
it's Meyer.
I think it might be Meyer with the little bridges. Anything that has like little narrow sections that one character model can move across at a time, I just drives me crazy.
Especially on the bulky boy. Bulky boy.
Yeah, Bear's thick. You know, Bear's thick,
100%.
man. He eats good. You know, like.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
think about the bear.
The bear, the wyvern. I can only imagine the wyvern. My brother gets stuck on so many things on his wyvern. It's crazy. Yeah, falls into abysses, gets stuck in holes. It's like, oh goodness. Thank goodness.
I fell off the bridge in the Fourth Ascendancy today. I was doing the Fourth Ascendancy and like fell down in below it.
That's what. Did you manage to get the Fourth Ascension today? You said you did, right?
Yeah. Well, because it bugged out. There was like a double door, and you're supposed to do like a time thing, and it teleports you. You know, like run in on the one, and you pull a lever right, and it puts the door up behind you, and it teleports you back. Yep. Except it just teleported me like to the same spot I was already standing. I tried it like 4 times. I just refused to teleport me through the door. So I ended up just running up to the door and timing it with the teleport, and then like spamming dodge roll, and it just shot me through the doors. So that worked. Yeah, just clever gameplay mechanics. You know?
There you go. Great. Speaking of clever gameplay mechanics, it's the talk of the town. I know. Great segue. I know that Val Temple, you know, you're not using it a ton in SSF right now. I'm not playing it a ton either. I've done a few times. I effed up my Arbiter or my Architect, by the way. I did it for the second time, and I forgot to use the console again. So I could have got it Ziri. Yeah, and I got the whole like, you idiot, you the whole point is to fight that Ziri, and you did, and I felt like such a dummy. Everybody's telling me, it happens the first time, and I was like, it wasn't the first time, guys. It was the second time. I could have fought that Ziri. Anyway, Val Temple, talk of the town. Over the weekend, big, clever use of game mechanics, exploit, bug abuse, I don't know, whatever it is. You could go and basically generate the perfect temple very quickly in a low-level zone in the interludes if you used a character that was like level 74 or below, everybody. And this allowed certain creators, like Flubgun, the guy who popularized it, to get like, 800 divines in one play session. And by play session, it's not my 2-hour play session that I was very proud of the other day. A 20-hour play session, 800 divines, okay? So, this has ignited the Path of Exile 2 community, okay? It's the first, we're 15 days in, the little drama. We need a little drama, right? People are very upset about this. They're saying, the economy is destroyed, everything is busted, I won't be able to afford anything, I can't compete with the streamers who use this, or players who use this, I have a very succinct take on it, and I know you play solo self-found, so it doesn't affect you. Do you have any thoughts on it at all? First, would you consider it like an exploit, or do you think it's just clever use of game mechanics? And what do you think about it affecting the economy?
It's cool. I mean, clever use of game mechanics. I can't give it clever use of game mechanics on this one. I mean, you're clearly going back. You're like the one strat I read was like, just kill your character before you hit 72 to keep your XP down. Like, that's not game mechanics, bro. That's supposed to be a punishment for dying, not a game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it as clever use of game mechanics. I don't think anyone should be banned for it or anything like that. Like, at the end of the day, it's an early access. Stuff's going to be messed up. People are going to find bugs. People are going to use bugs. But it sucks a little bit when, like, you have maybe someone that's kind of big doing it, and then, showing a million other people how to do it, and then just, like, flooding the economy. And obviously I'm not a trade guy anymore. I played trade on PV1, but there's probably some people out there that, aren't loving it, As far as for me, I guess the main thing for me that I look at is like GGG's probably going to come in and nerf tempo rewards, specifically the way this is like, because they were doing the thing that they stopped like going back and doing the low level stuff, right? But they've basically, because of doing that and being able to run thousands of these temples, they figured out like this, absolutely perfect way to make a temple that it's just like cashing out, right? And so I feel like GGG is going to come in. They're going to nerf the heck out of that. And then people like myself that aren't the min-maxers and don't really care about that. We just, we play the game and just kind of grind. Like, we're the ones that are going to feel it the worst because the loot that we just got buffed is now going to get nerfed back down into the ground to compensate for the people that are doing 1,000 temples an hour, you know what I mean, and getting this perfect kind of temple thing.
Yeah.
So, and especially because like they didn't wipe anyone's temple either. I kind of feel like maybe they should have wiped temples, honestly, like just, hey, everyone's temple got wiped, it is what it is, kind of thing. But
yeah, I think anybody who used it probably could have got a wiped temple. My very simple take is people they gotta stop comparing themselves to others, because you're never going to compete against these guys. They're playing that much, and you probably weren't going to be able to afford a lot of this stuff that's skyrocketing in price. Like, a lot of people are going and they're saying, oh, all the currencies are going up in value. Right. They're all going up in value, like, relative to each other. And then there are these top 1% items like Temporalis and stuff that are also skyrocketing in price. But it's like, I don't know if all these people are going to be able to afford those like beforehand. Unless
they might not have, but they're definitely not going to be able to afford it now.
Definitely not now. Unless you're participating in stuff like this. And this, as someone who's played PoE1 for a while, I know you played PoE1 as well. This is a very PoE1 thing. People used to do this all the time. I remember the second league I played, the third league I played, Delirium, people would like farm, was it like Harbor Bridge for cluster jewels? They just go back and they'd run this campaign zone like over and over because it was like optimal to get great jewels. And like, this was a very PoE1 strategy. I was on the fence of whether GGG was even going to like patch it. They did patch it. I wish there was like a clearer line between abuse, exploits, and everything, and like clever use, because I swear this was allowed in PoE1 for a long time. Even though I hate it, I would never participate. It's like the most boring thing. I play games to have fun, not to do div per hour, right? Like you kind of said,
it's
like,
anti-fun.
It's anti-fun.
It's anti-fun,
right? It's not good gameplay. So
yeah, no, it's anti-fun. I'm never gonna do it. I'm not a min-maxer when it comes to the way I play PoE. I'm never gonna play like PoE in a min-max faction. It just doesn't feel good to me. Like I like it. I like doing the builds. I like just kind of doing my thing. I think it's weird because, like, resetting zones has just been ingrained since D2, right? Like, that's just the thing. It's always been PoE1. It's always been a thing. But then this one is like, you found a specific zone that like it always spawns in a certain area, which, I mean, that's kind of a thing that people have done for ages too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird, I guess the weirdness for me is just like, again, it's like it's hard for me to understand it, I guess, as an HCSSF player. You know what I mean? Because I look at them like, I wouldn't do it.
No.
And it's not something like I would sit there for 8 hours just grinding it so I could, because at the end of the day, like, what that would make me do is just quit the league, right? I would grind it. I would get a massive amount of money. I'd buy some cool stuff. I'd do 12 maps with it. And be like, okay, cool. W, I won. Now what? So like, it just doesn't have any appeal to me at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty much in agreement with you. Yeah, it's sucky to see how it's taken everybody by storm and people are really ignited about it. I hope it boils down or simmers a little bit. I really do. But man, do people
forget about it by Friday.
Next week? Yeah, the next
forget about
Friday.
It by Friday. Yeah, they'll forget about it by Friday.
It's over.
Yeah,
the next thing is the snake. I see everybody.
Drama.
Everybody's talking about the snake strategy now, so that's going to be the new thing. Building up your snake.
It's like, because that's where you like put it on the outside or something, right? And then like that way it never deletes or something weird like that.
Yeah,
that's what I think the real nerf is. Like that's where I think the real GGG nerf is going to come, to that strat. And then it's just they're going to like, either they're going to have to figure out a way to totally stop people from doing that completely, or they're just going to nerf the rewards into the ground.
Right.
So then like those people that are doing that are getting 25% of what they're getting, and the rest of us that are just playing tempo are getting 5% of what we're getting. Right. Like, that's my concern.
Yeah. It'll be super funky to see how this plays out going to like 0.5 if this goes core, which I think it will. I don't see them dropping content. I think there's going to be a lot of changes.
No, not early. I mean, I feel like anything they introduce in early access, like they can't introduce a mechanic and then pull it out. It's like, what have you? You haven't done anything to further the development of the game at that point, right?
Right.
So it's like it's got to go core in some way. It's just it's obviously going to need a lot of fine tuning, I think.
100%. Okay, Major. We've talked a lot about
Yes.
it. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on why you play hardcore in the first place. You play hardcore solo self-found. What's going on? What appeals to this game mode about it to you? And have you always played hardcore in games like PoE, like Diablo and other video games, or a new phenomena?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
I always watched people play hardcore, but when I discovered, so like I played D2 when I was a kid, and then I kind of had like an ARPG gap. I played a lot of MMOs,
Okay.
Dark Age, World of Warcraft, stuff like that. And then, I played D3 when it came out, but I didn't really get into it. I played it for the story basically, and then I had been streaming for a while. I was actually streaming GTA, and I don't remember how I think I just found it watching Twitch, just found someone watch it playing PoE. And I'd like tried it once before, twice before, but it was too much when I tried it before, and I just like I didn't have the time, and I just set it back down quick.
Okay.
And I ended up watching some people stream it. And that kind of got me into it. And most of they were streaming, hardcore solo self, and I kind of enjoyed like watching that content more myself, because the journey was a little more interesting and everything. But I was playing like after my stream, so like stream like GTA, and then I'd play, or maybe I'd only stream like 3-4 days that week so I could play PoE as much as I could. But I didn't feel like I had enough time to like commit to the hardcore lifestyle. And then when they announced PoE 2, I was just like, well, I'm streaming PoE 2. Like I'm the whole stream is changing. We're PoE 2 gamers now. And if I'm going to stream it all the time and I'm going to have all this time to play it, like hardcore just makes the most sense. Plus, I've always been like, especially with WoW or D2 back in the day, I've always been kind of an ultaholic, where I'm like, I make build 1 and I buy a bunch of stuff for it. And I play it for 8 maps. I'm like, what about this build? And I go buy a bunch of stuff for it, and I play it for 8 maps. And what about this build? And so it's like the way my brain works, HCSSF clicks really well, because it like forces me to play a character for longer with the hardcore side of it. Cause I'm like, I don't want to jump off a character. Like I want to play it till the character's done. So it keeps me on the character for longer. And then the solo self-found is, I enjoy, like I find a cool item and then I just start thinking about a build for that item, so it puts that build in the wings of my brain kind of thing. So it works really well for me as a play style. I watched people do it, and it was always something I wanted to. I dipped in a little bit with PoE 1, but never. I played like 1 or 2 Ziz gauntlets, but that was about it. So
Oh wow.
PoE 2 was PoE 2 was the big jump for me for hardcore.
That's massive. That's
super
interesting to hear. So you've been doing it since 0-1 then?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. How have you enjoyed the game from patch to patch? Have there been any big highs, any lows? Have you been enjoying it for the most part? Anything stand out to you?
I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you and myself, I love it. Like, I stream it every day. I log in every day, and I have since it came out. And I'm excited to get to log in. I'm excited to get to play it every day. Like, I really enjoy it. I've loved PoE 1, and PoE 2 is just like, I'm the weird guy that like I have several thousand hours on PoE 1, but I actually really like PoE 2 better. Like, it clicks better with me.
Yeah. Hey, I think I feel the same way, especially with Drew. I like the gameplay better. When I want to turn my brain off, I think PoE 1 is currently winning out, but that might change as I get more and more comfortable with PoE 2. But
I think that's a weird spot, because it's like a lot of people like to do that with ARPGs, right? Just turn your brain off, grind until you hear a tink, click it, and be excited for 13 seconds, and then go back to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I don't know if
I think
like
that's a weird spot.
Yeah,
I think it's a weird spot for PoE 2, because it's like if they do that, then they have to go away from the combat that they're pushing, right? Plus, you also like, okay, one of my favorite things about PoE 2 is WASD.
Oh.
But what does WASD really do? It adds more buttons for me to press, right? So it's like, it's great. I love WASD. I've always been a WASD gamer. It's hard for me to go back, but like when I was talking about my Stormweaver with the infusions, I had 8 buttons to press plus WASD, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's a lot, like I feel, I don't know. It's just the combo gameplay. I don't know. Like we were talking about earlier, I think they really need to figure out the best way to do that. I think combo gameplay can be fun, but you push it too hard and it just gets unrewarding.
Right. Quite the statement from the former ranked 1 Stormweaver player. Seriously. I hear
Yeah,
you
for
were
like 2
rank
weeks,
1.
bro.
2
Like
weeks.
2, I was for like 2, maybe
Whoa.
3. I actually, it was weird because as many buttons as that character had, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds weird. I can't really put my finger on it, but like when I got everything down, right? When I put my Orb of Storms down, when I got my Flame Wall down, I got my Cold Infusion on my Spark. I'm blowing it all through. Triple Infusions pops up. I put my Firestorm down on the boss. Like, it's a lot. But when you get there, it felt kind of fun. So it's like, it's a weird, I don't know. I think it's just too much. Like, it just needs to be condensed, right? It's overblown right now with the amount of things you have to do to make it good.
Yeah, I think there's easily a balance, guys, between being able to sit and watch like a TV show while playing the game and doing what you just described, Major. And they can find that balance, and I feel pretty good about that with the Druid. Like I'm firmly anti. I think one of Ziz, my friend Ziz, said this a long time ago, that he wants to be able to play games like PoE 2, I think at that point, and watch a movie. And I'm so against that. I just think that is wild. One, must be a bad movie.
As an HCSSF player, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
Ziz primarily
Ziz,
plays hardcore. But what is that, dude? I just want to AFK my hardcore experience. Oh my god, dude! What is that?
Yeah, come on, man.
No.
Come on. Also, it must be a terrible movie. Like, if I'm watching a movie, I'm paying attention to that movie. I don't want to like be 25% some other place. That must be a bad movie.
Watching that's so good. Like, I'm thinking it has to be a good movie if it's making you not play the number one ARPG of the century. Like,
that's true.
So you can watch a movie
and a movie on the monitor.
Sense.
Well, as someone's in the chat saying, "Well, I'm watching this while playing too." This is a podcast. You don't have to watch us.
This is completely
very
different. Yeah,
very different.
High quality stuff too, by the way.
Make sure, high quality. Make sure you turn on the next one right after this one. Okay, just like cycle them as you play. Okay, you guys, just cycle the podcast, right?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Press the button. Thank you very much. Okay. So throughout your PoE2 journey, have you had a build that has stood out to you as a favorite? Since you are an alcoholic, you were all the way back in Diablo 2 and everything. Any one build across all the patches? Doesn't need to be this patch. Maybe it is this patch.
I liked Incinerate Pathfinder before they destroyed Incinerate. I made an Incinerate Pathfinder in 0.2, I think it was. Which basically, so Incinerate used to just be a flamethrower. You used to just hold it, run around, you put massive burning ground down, and Pathfinder made it to where you had no movement speed change. So I was just running around at full movement speed with my flamethrower, and I would just spin in circles, which would put like circles of burning ground down everywhere, which did massive damage and just deleted everything. So yeah, I was pretty sad when they just gutted Incinerate, a skill that like, I don't know, 1% of the population maybe played once. And then they were like, okay, well now it's behind fuel. You have to generate fuel to turn it on. And I'm like,
very realistic.
Why? Why? Yeah. So I'd say that was probably my most favorite. Maybe second favorite, or like close second, would be Molten Blast Deadeye. I think probably.
Okay. Molten Blast Deadeye. Very Ranger centric, I see.
Yeah. Well, I guess fun wise, those were just. Well, I thought those were like the most unique, maybe.
Did you survive
they're both very tanky.
I
mean, Evade, yes, is just like, and then they added Deflect to it, so now it's stronger than it ever was.
Oh, right. What's the highest level that you've made in hardcore? Actually, no.
Well, I don't really go for levels because
you don't. Okay.
I kind of get bored. No, so 96, I think.
That's high.
Generally somewhere between like 92 and 94. I'm usually like pushing pinnacle bosses.
That's big.
Until I die, kind of thing.
Okay, that's big.
So
that's pretty far. My highest is 95 in softcore, man. So you're doing really well. You're doing really well. Getting a lot of XP.
Yeah, 90. I think 96. I think it was 96. Because I think it was like 20% from 97 on the Stormweaver. I think I was like 20% from 97 on that build when I died in Simulacrum.
That's great. Rank 1 Stormweaver, you guys. Rank 1 Stormweaver.
Rank 1 Stormweaver.
Okay?
Rank 1. So 2 to 3 weeks roughly in 0.3. Okay, just throwing it out there.
It's very good. It's very
just throwing it out there.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing I haven't killed is Pinnacle or Uber Arbiter now.
Okay, so you've downed every other boss.
The only thing I haven't done.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I've done everything except Uber Arbiter. Not this.
You know what the Bears doing?
But
the Bears got to do it this league. Uber Arbiter.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
All the way. All the way. Okay, Major, I always ask this question to everybody I have on my pod for the first time, and I'd love to hear your answer to it. If you transformed into Jonathan or Mark tomorrow, and you could add one feature, league, boss, mechanic, whatever, Path of Exile 2 in 0.5 or another feature patch, what would it be? Any cool ideas? Anything novel?
Life on tree.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So that's very funny. Life on tree. My last few guests have had very succinct answers. Life on tree, and then Connor said Quicksilver Flask. There you go.
Ooh.
Some PoE1 OGs coming back. Yeah, there's a little bit of life on the tree, just a little bit, not a lot, not a lot.
Not much, not enough. I think it's counterintuitive for like look, at the end of the day, it's an RPG, right? And like, if a new player comes into an RPG and they're like, I want to make my character tankier, then you just increase your life, right? And it's very not intuitive to do that in PoE2. And then it's like, I was kind of thinking, like, you look at Path of Building and you look at armor and you see like big fizz hits, it doesn't do very well. But then you play armor and you're like, well, it feels kind of good until you get to like T15s, and then you start taking some big hits. And now with the Druid section of the tree, Templar section of the tree fleshed out a lot more to where you can actually play like armor ES. And like, now I'm running a 5K hit pool, 6K hit pool, 7K hit pool with that armor. Well, that feels good. And so I'm like, well, maybe it's not armor that by itself is the issue. Maybe it's just life. Like, because if I was playing the same character as a life-based character, I'd have, 3,200 life, right? Instead of 6-7K, and if I go full ES, I'll have, 12K or more, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And Energy Shield is basic. I know people are going to
nerf it.
Energy Shield is basically life, right? For those kind of builds. That's what and it's all over
What's
the tree.
The difference?
It just has the recharge. It has the recharge.
No,
thing.
but
the
recharge is fake.
I know.
It's fake.
I know.
Literally, you can take and put 6 skill points or 6. You could put 6 points on your tree, and then your recharge is like 1.25 seconds, which is a dodge roll of iframes.
Here,
right? One dodge roll of iframes, and it's recharging. Or I can go Zealot's Oath and just have it recharge all the time.
I have a good idea. How about to nerf Energy Shield, they make the ignited ground on maps bigger, so it stops the regen, right? Because you need
like it used to.
Yeah, like it used to.
Ignited ground has had a rough life, man. It was like it destroyed everything out there, and then they nerfed it with this flammability thing to where, like, for a couple weeks you couldn't even get ignited by standing on ignited ground. You could like lay in there and get a tan.
Yeah.
And then it's just like it's been all over the place. I still don't understand the flammability thing. Like, if I have an ability that lights a guy on fire, why can't it just light that guy on fire? Why do I have to build up a flammability to make them catch fire? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense to me, and it makes it more complicated.
You like the dragon mechanic where the dragon just applies the ignites over and over? It seems pretty simple. Seems pretty strong.
It reminds me of Incinerate before it got nerfed.
Maybe that's why
that's how Incinerate works.
They took out Incinerate for the dragon. Incinerate died, so Fire Breath could live. There you go.
Dragons, yeah.
100%.
I mean, not worth.
All right. My daughter has not gone to sleep, Major, this entire time. So I am getting pinged by my beautiful wife. So we're going to have to end it there, my man. Major, this was so awesome. Everybody in the chat, watching the VOD, everything, check out MajorAimless. He mostly streams on Twitch. We didn't get into this, but you don't do a lot of YouTube. You're streaming pretty much every day, right? Hardcore Solo Self-Found?
A quick plug, I stream every day. I start at 8 a.m. PST, 7 days a week. We stream for like 6 to 8 hours. I need to do more YouTube, but I'm just lazy and I have to eat dinner at some point. So
we need the MajorAimless bug highlight videos. You got to get an editor on that, man. You just ship them directly to YouTube. They do well. They're pretty good.
I'll reach out to my boy BlazeWorks TV. I've heard he's really good at editing.
Boom, there you go. Extra shout out to Blaze, you guys. All right. Thank you so much. Link in the description will be there for MajorAimless's Twitch and YouTube. Thanks everybody for watching in the live. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Thank you, Major. I am getting pinged. My daughter is still awake. I can't believe she's not asleep yet. So I'm gonna go
It's
get
okay.
her to
Hey,
sleep.
I have to go do dinner anyway. I'm starving.
Okay,
So
awesome.
it was fun, man. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for having me.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. It was a blast.
100%. It was a blast. Thank you, Major. I'll talk to you later, dude. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good night.
You
Bye,
too.
chat.
All right, chat. I was not lying. My daughter is still not asleep. So I am going to have to end the stream. Hopefully it was a W, you guys. Hopefully it was a big W. Major was great. But I am getting daughter aggro. So we are going to go raid somebody. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We are going to we got Jazzarus. Jazzarus has been live for 50 seconds. What? Oh, Natalie has the angry voice on, guys. I'm going to raid Jazzarus. Thank you all for watching.
What's this?
A
real challenge.
Thank you.
You've finally caught
Thank
my
you, Major
attention.
Aimless. I appreciate it. Sorry for having to end it up, but gotta go. All right. See you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.